Morning, everybody. It's May 19th, and I just wanted to do a little video on our lettuce is starting to regrow. Now, I picked some lettuce. We planted a lot of different varieties of lettuce this year, but this is leaf lettuce, not head lettuce. I've got a video on the iceberg lettuce, but most of the ones I harvested, I just pulled them out of the ground. So these three, I just cut them off to the ground. And you can see this lettuce is starting to regrow. Here's my buddy. He's trying to get at the lettuce. He loves lettuce and grass, so he reaches his paw through there, and maybe I planted them a little close. When the leaves were big, he got about half of them on the back side of that plant. But you can see here, the lettuce is actually growing right back out of that where I cut it off at the ground. And here's what the lettuce looked like before I cut it. This is a leaf lettuce. I can't remember the name of it. I've got a video on planting the seeds and what the name of it was. But that's a great lettuce. It's almost like a spinach. And you can even cream that and like a cream spinach. And here's a couple that we cut first. This was one of the first ones that we cut. And we cut those down to the ground, just like those over there on the end, and they're regrowing. So I've always just pulled the whole thing out of the ground. So there's a little trick for you. If you want to keep harvesting your leaf lettuce, which is very easy to grow, you can even do them in a tiny little pot or a bucket. Then instead of pulling the whole thing out of the ground like I was doing, just cut them off at the ground. I ain't even watered them since I cut them. I just quit messing with them and they started to grow back. This one too. But we have had quite a bit of rain. So just cut them off at the ground, and they'll regrow for you. Now, I don't know how much longer they're going to grow, because now we're hitting the 80s. And usually a lettuce will bolt and go to seed. But the way this thing's looking, I'm thinking we can get another harvest off of this. So if you want to keep harvesting your lettuce, when we had these plants like this, we cut the outer leaves first, and then we cut the inner leaves. When it got down to a couple of leaves, I just pulled the whole plant out. But over there, I just took it all at one time. I just come through here and cut it off with a knife down to the ground, and there you go. Your lettuce will regrow if you cut it off at the ground and leave it alone and maybe water it and get a double harvest. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching.